We're back with another special look at the Mercurial Superfly. So, this boot is my personal boot. Picked this up from the Intense Heat Pack. I've played in these a few times, so they are a little bit broken in, but it's alright. The official colorway for these is bright crimson, Persian violet, and black. Obviously, you've got that bright crimson making up majority of the upper, with the Persian violet making up the swoosh here and here. You've got black accents around the top of the collar, around the swoosh, and making up the outsole. Like I said, these are my personal boots, so I will be able to give you guys a bit more of a detailed review of these. If you've watched the previous Superfly review video, you will know that I had recently ordered these in a 9. That's what my first pair was, but I have decided to size down half a size to go with an 8.5. I'll talk about the fit in a little bit. So take a look. You can see the one-piece Flyknit upper is mostly that bright crimson. It is coated in Nike skin for a majority of it, besides underneath the laces and around the collar. That Nike skin is also coated in ACC technology, giving you a bit of a better touch in wet and rainy weather. The outsole, as I mentioned before, is black. It is black carbon fiber, a little bit dirty, but you can see it's black carbon fiber. You've got the bright crimson accents on the studs and around the back. It is still the vapor traction pattern. You get that same bladed stud configuration that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. As expected, you do get a string bag with these boots. This one is an all black bag with, it actually looks like to be more of a total orange branding rather than the bright crimson, but not much really going to notice. Mostly just a plain black string bag. So like I said, these are my personal boots. I've been wearing these for about 2 weeks now. They're starting to get broken in, almost quite to where I want them, but still, I have probably about a week worth of playing. I play about 4 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week. Probably still a few more training sessions before they're fully broken in and comfortable. If any of you guys have worn any of the previous Superflies before the Superfly 4, you know that the carbon fiber outsole was kind of where the boot had its downfall. I even had a pair that cracked right through the outsole, that carbon fiber. So that was kind of just one of the tough parts about it, but Nike has definitely done it right with this one. Feels great. It's stiff enough where it gives you support, but definitely not too stiff. Where the boot does kind of lack comfort right out of the box is the dynamic fit collar. I'm sure you guys are familiar a bit with some of the issues that this boot has had. Even Cristiano Ronaldo has his own custom ones that he cuts lower because it bothers him. But anyways, it will take some getting used to, but the collar itself isn't uncomfortable in any way. What does cause a bit of an issue is the back collar. You guys had better look at that. So this back collar, as you can see with the Mercurial branding, it's got a bit of a structure to it to keep kind of the collar up and give you not much support, but just give it a little bit of a structure. My previous review, I talked about how it was, just let me get the lighting there, a little bit tough to see. I'm trying to show you guys this stripe of material that goes down the back of the collar. But as I mentioned in my last review of the Superflies last year, it seemed like it was a kind of a plasticky material that went up the back. This one actually seems to be, I'm not sure if it's real leather, but it does seem to be a definitely different material than the last boot, which is good because that's what I had a lot of trouble with. These ones do seem to be breaking in faster than my previous pair. That may be because the size fits me a little bit better, but they definitely do feel more comfortable on the heel. The left one is the only one that's giving me issue. My right one is perfect right out of the box. That could be because I'm a righty. My left foot's a tiny bit bigger than my right foot, so those are all things that might come into play, but still definitely more comfortable than the size 9s I had last year. These boots run a little bit narrow, not by much. If you know you have wide feet, I wouldn't recommend these, but if you have, say, normal to narrow feet, I would say these would be fine for you. Because of the Flyknit upper, they do conform very well to your foot. Honestly, once these are broken in, they're one of the most comfortable boots I have ever worn. The Flyknit upper feels great. It's honestly, they say it's a sock-like fit, and they couldn't be more right. It hugs your foot everywhere possible. It feels absolutely great. These boots have great touch. I laced these up about 2 weeks ago for the first time. Started practice. First shot I took was bar down upper 90. Absolutely perfect. And I know the boots don't make the shot, but definitely felt better than what the boots I was playing in before. If I had to rate them, I'd give them a 9 out of 10. Just that break-in period that kind of takes away. Once they're broken in, 10 out of 10, 100%. But that break-in period, it just kind of brings me down a little bit. I will give you guys a quick look on feet with these. I know you guys have asked for that in the comments, so I'm trying to give you guys what you want. Fortunately enough, these boots are my personal boots, so I can give you a playtest review as well. That'll be coming hopefully early next week. If you watch the other Superfly video, you know that I may have a pair of the Academy Pack Blackout Superflies coming in. So we might have a playtest with both of those boots. But just be on the lookout for that. I'll keep you guys updated and let you know what I'm ordering for myself as well. While we don't currently carry these Superfly in our online shop, we do carry the other boots from the Intense Heat Pack, so make sure you check that out at eastcoastsoccershop.com. We are still running the code LAUNCH10 on there, which will give you a 10% discount off your order, so be sure to take advantage of that. Just to let you guys know, we will be carrying the upcoming top-tier boots from Nike in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. We'll be carrying Superflies, the top-end Magistas, those boots that are the kind of elevated price point. These ones come in at $275 rather than the normal kind of $200 you guys are used to for the other boots that we've been reviewing. I will say they are worth the price. I was very happy with my previous Superflies. I'm very happy with these now as well. I got a lot of use out of them. They took me through my first college season. I was very, very happy with them. After trying out one of my teammates' 8.5, I decided that the 8.5 fit a bit better. My true size is 9, but going to half the size down with the Superflies is what I would advise. But with that, guys, that's all I have for today. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Superfly. If you have any experiences with the dynamic fit collar, let me know how that went for you as far as break-in period, blisters, all that stuff. Be on the lookout for a playtest and on-feet review coming soon, hopefully with this boot as well as the Academy Pack Blackout Superfly. So, with that, have a good day.